Squad.
Yo, what up, man? Welcome back to another episode of Squad Talk. It's your boy DJ Mav coming at you. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at the Squad Talk Podcast. Follow the radio show at the Turn Up Friday Show. You can follow me at DJ Mav Entertainment. All right, man. I'm in the studio today with Young Jinx in the house. What's going on, my boy?
What's going on, man? DJ Mav, what it do?
What's good, man? Thank you for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Sending in that good music. We talked a little bit off air, the DJ pack that you sent in. We'll get into that in a second, man.
Yes, sir.
But real quick, for the people just tuning in, man, go ahead and catch them up a little bit on your journey, man.
Oh, man, the journey has been a wild one. It's been a long one, man. But if you don't know who I am, you're going to know now, man. I go by the name of Young Jinx, Young J.I., man, out of Compton, California, Ujima Village. You know what I'm saying? That's where I grew up. That's my stomping grounds. You know what I mean? I've been doing this rap thing for a long time, man, but we just getting started.
There it is, man. Let's go ahead and start with how you got into music to begin with.
I really got into music, me and my cousin Dante, man. Shout out D Nice, man. He actually produced Faded for Tyga, a few years back. But basically, me and my cousin D Nice, man, we used to just be over our Auntie Tasha house, man, creating beats and, rapping over computer mics and instrumentals back in the day. Then he found out how to make beats off of Fruity Loops, and then ever since then, we just been killing it.
Because it seems like a lot of people get their start on FL.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody. Because it's the easiest way to, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a computer savvy type of dude and you know how to work computers, Fruity Loops is pretty much, it's walk in the park for you because it's just, pressing buttons via computer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very, user friendly from what I hear.
Most
so, that's what's up, man. You have a mixtape that you started dropping. The first one came out in 2013. Right?
Yes, sir.
And now it's 2021, and now the new project is The Weeknd too, right?
Most definitely.
Let's talk about that, man, and that journey and how that evolution started.
Well, The Weeknd one, man, that was the biggest mixtape, man, of my career. It did over 100,000 over on livemixtapes.com. Shout out to Joey. You know what I'm saying? I had a single on there called No Chaser featuring T-Fly. Around that time, like you said, 2013, 14, that's when, he was hot. And a lot of producers on my album, as far as D Nice, he did the Faded, and then Trend, he produced the E40 Function. He was on the project too. So it was it was a right mixture of everything at the time, and it just set me on fire in the city, man. LA was fucking with it. Everybody in the club, DJ Charisma, everybody around the city was messing with the record and the mixtape. So that's what kind of gave me my little, start. And then, I caught the tour after that, being featured on Ab-Soul album on a song called Twack. Go check that out, These Days, on the album These Days. I caught that. And then after that, what took me so long to get from Weekend 1 to Weekend 2 is, I became a father, and I just, kind of just, just did the dad thing and try to raise my kids up from the beginning. And, that's why just now, I'm just now getting back into it and came with part 2.
Yeah, man. That's interesting you say that, because actually we just had a conversation with Lil Scotty P about that last week. Artists that are fathers, and still pursuing after the grind, there's mad respect to that, because, going after this in this business is hard enough as it is without kids.
Most definitely.
And when you're a father, that just takes it to another level as far as the difficultiness that comes with it. So much love and respect to that.
Sure.
So, what is some of the things, getting back into this business, that you have learned over the years that you're thinking to yourself, back when I dropped the first mixtape, if I would have known this, I would have done this different, that you're going to apply to this time around?
Man, just, just stay to yourself, man. Stop trying to please other people. Stay in the comfort of your skin. Only rock with people who genuinely rock with you. Don't mess with people that got ill intentions and, they don't see the same vision that you see. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you might be a part of an organization of people who got more money than you, whatever, but you understand that jealousy is is in everybody, jealousy. So just because a person got money, you may not be talented as the next person who don't got money. You feel me? That you ain't gonna want to help them, because you want that to be you. You figure man, I got the bag, I know how to get the bag, but you ain't, you know what I mean? You don't got that creativity. You're not that talented. So it's man, you just surround yourself around people that see the same vision that you see. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
You know, and that kind of brings me up to this next thing, you know, on Twitter, right? Like you posted a while back, like December 14th, you said, I've been seeing a lot of fake shit going on, you know, that's why I stay solo, you know, so like talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, man, because like I can't really speak for a lot of other people, but just for my life in particular, like I speak on like, you know, going on tour and like when you like, you know, in your life, it don't even gotta pertain to music. Like whatever you doing in life, once you reach the height of something, you know, people want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? But then once you know what I'm saying, like trying to come back up, people don't want to like, you know what I'm saying, like mess with you on the way up. They just want to see the end result. So it's like once you get up there and you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do, everybody come around. But then once you trying to do the grind over, you know, people kind of shy away from that because they want to see the finished product. They don't want to like support you through the making of it. You know what I mean? Just when the product is finished, I've been messing with you, I've been rocking with you. So just for me, it's like I've been seeing a lot of that. I've been seeing a lot of that in my life. So that's why I said that. Like,
A lot of people do try to write off others' success, you know, but when they're in the process of building that success,
most definitely,
they ain't fucking with it.
they ain't messing. They just want to see the finished product, bro. And that's what's sad. Like, you know what I mean? People rather. You know, people say hi and happy birthday to a celebrity that they don't even know, but they won't even repost their own people, man.
Bro, tell me why we just got done talking about that last week.
I'm just saying, that's just the
That's
way.
a bomb. That's dropping a bomb on that one right there, man. It's so true, man. You know, the last, you know, Scotty P said the same thing. He was talking about, you know, some people that he rolls with are wishing, you know, Lil Durk happy birthday, and they're like, you know, he's like,
Don't even know Lil Durk from a can of paint, man. They see the homie Durk. Durk ain't even gonna look their way. Durk gonna look right past them.
Yeah, you know, that's a serious thing in his business, man. Even the smallest thing. I like to think about artists and the music industry like small businesses, right? Like every artist should think about their brand as a small business owner, right? And you know, I see all these things on social media about how to support small and local businesses. Right. And a lot of those things apply to artists as well, you know, and some of those things are liking their content, sharing their content, dropping a comment. You know, these are all things that are free to the person doing it. It doesn't cost them any money or any real time.
Free 99.
Exactly, you know, so like doing these things can essentially help the artist, aka the small business.
Because you got to think about this though, bro. Back in the day before social media, you know, the media, you know what I mean, per se, like far as radio and like TV, they had a large part as far as promoting the people, but also what promotes the people is word of mouth. So you got to understand, word of mouth carry weight, bro. That's just like something happened in the hood. The word of mouth gonna travel so fast, everybody gonna know what happened. You feel what I'm saying? So the fact that everybody use social media, the word of mouth translates to that, like as far as the posting and all of that. That's word of mouth because everybody got their own individual followers. So it's like, boom, I might not know everybody that follow you, but if you just post me up on your little story, that's free and it's going to go away after 24 hours. So you ain't even got to stay on my page. People, you know what I mean? Like, you just post it on your story. People going to see it, bro. It's word of mouth. The more people doing that, the more people, because you got to understand, whatever you post on your social media, you going to post it anyway. Like, let's just say, for instance, a meme. You see a meme that you like that's funny, you gonna repost it. You ain't gonna think about who created it. Oh, I don't like them because they made that meme. You just gonna repost the meme because you thought it was funny. And it was free. It's nothing, you ain't giving up nothing to do that. So it's like, boom, use that same type of love towards your people. It don't matter if they rap, they got a cupcake business, they sell flowers, whatever your people's out here doing, you just gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the word of mouth these days.
Yeah. That's big facts, man, and that's real powerful. I think also what sparked a lot of that, because I've been seeing a lot more people talk about supporting small businesses, shopping local. A lot of that I feel like came during the pandemic. You know, when people started seeing that the major companies, you know, they don't give a fuck about us, you know, shit like that. And then, you know, that's why, like, support the local artists, support the independent artists that are not, you know, signed to a major label yet and all these things.
Yeah, especially the artists got hit hard. Everybody know it. everybody know it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know the artist, man, got hit hard. A lot of other companies, people that do hair, that cut hair, small restaurants, and it's a lot of people that, got hit during the pandemic, man. You gotta understand.
I seen a tweet that you posted saying it's a pandemic, why are these like directors and producers charging so high? It's hard for the artist out here. Something along those lines, And can you elaborate on that?
See, the thing is, man, is see, the video mans, man, I was just talking to somebody about this. Like, the video guys, the videographers, per se, these guys are important to the artists nowadays. They're important. Just like when, like, the Mustard era came out and the producers start getting more attention, and, it's all about the producers. But nowadays, it's all about the videographers, man. You feel what I'm saying? And they know that. They know that they got power. But my thing is, some of these cats, I'm not never trying to tell nobody how to conduct their business, but you just got to work with people with the budget that they got, man. How you sitting up here charging these ridiculous prices when it don't even add up to the artist? And I'm going to give you an example.
Yeah.
Let's just say an artist, they don't got over 1,000 subscribers. They're not able to monetize their situation, right? So let's just say, they're paying $1,000, $700 to $1,000 for a video. And when they put the video out, they're not even going to make that back at all. So it don't even add up.
Right.
Like, certain artists, you understand, like, everybody got different budgets. But just because this person don't got your budget shouldn't mean that you shouldn't work for them. Because first of all, what happened to the love for the music? That's how you know none of these videographers in it for the love of they in it to get paid. There's no type of, they ain't trying to build a relationship, really. They just trying to get paid.
Right.
Real talk, bro. Like, I can understand, like, let's just say if a dude had a large following and you getting paid, off of everything you drop off of YouTube. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense for a person to be like, yo, I could pay the little $1,000 for my video because when I drop this video, I'm finna hit like 50 to 100,000 K, and I'm finna make over the little 1,000 that I paid. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. It's just all about making sense, bro.
Yeah. So, going off a little bit more on that, the relationship between the artist and the people that provide services for the artist, like videographers, producers, engineers, recording studios, managers. Like, what would you suggest, for somebody that is, because there's like both sides to this argument, because I've had this conversation with a lot of artists a lot of times, as you can imagine. On one side is the artist saying, like what you just said, right? And then the other side is the videographer saying, man, I got like 5K put into, all of this gear. Where is the middle ground? Like, what would you consider like a middle ground,
Like I said, man, to me, I feel like it's not really a problem with them, like, you know what I mean? Like, charging a certain amount for what they do. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot with that video stuff, man.
Right.
On both sides, man. Like, some artists be trying to take advantage of the cameramans and all of that. Like, it be a lot of.
I have seen that too.
It be that going on. It be that going on.
Yeah.
I can't speak for everybody, but
yeah, sure.
I could just be real. I'm not gonna just be one sided, but for sure, dudes be trying to like take advantage of the camera dudes, and if certain dudes got clout, like, it's just levels to this. Like I said, the level I'm talking about is an independent artist on the come up. Now, when you got an artist like, let's just throw a name out there, Sada Baby, somebody with a name. If a cameraman want to shoot for them, Sada Baby don't care. Like, he got so many people that want to work with him, he gonna go for the nigga that's the closest nigga that's a little bit money or for free, that just want to be around him for the clout, that just want to be a period, rather than paying this top, I'm standing firm on my $1,000, or, I don't even care about you. I'm going to go with the dude that's a yes man.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just levels to it, bro. Like,
okay, right on.
there's levels to this.
Cool, man. Let's talk about the connection and relationship with producers and how important that is to you, if it is at all. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's important, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you got to have a relationship with producers because they key to your sound. You know what I mean? So the best way is to build a relationship instead of like having cats sing you beats all the time. Like, you know what I mean? You got to get in the stew, man. Like, that's what.
So you like working with them in person?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I would prefer that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. You produce yourself?
I used to.
You used to?
Heavy, yeah. I used to. Like, cause like I said, my cousin, he he started like making beats off of Fruity Loops, and I was rapping to him. We both was rapping, but I was more sort of rapper. He was the producer. And then at a point in time, I learned how to record myself. He put Fruity Loops on my computer, so I just learned
to make beats.
Yeah.
What was it that made you like go more towards the artist route than producer?
Because since a kid, I always wanted to be a rapper.
That's just your vibe.
Since I was a kid, because I used to. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but in LA, you know, it's like a big underground hip hop dancing scene with this dude called Tommy the Clown.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you ever heard of Tommy the Clown
yeah.
before, but basically, like nowadays, you know, they kept the ball rolling and basically, you know, kept doing what we built. But I used to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when I was like 12 years old, this is probably like, it's a while ago. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was like 11, 12 when I first started. So when I was doing that, I had to make a clown rap out. A clown rap up, actually. And I was performing it at every party that we did, because every weekend we used to, like, you know, black people, I wouldn't even want to say this like that, but we have parties and stuff like that, and then we order Tommy the Clown for the kids, and you know, whatever situation like that. So every party that we did, we had to say a clown rap, and I had to make up a clown rap. So during that time is when I was actually like messing with my cousin, so it was all familiar to me. I'm like, man, I'm already doing music. So I had to make the clown rap. I made it up. Then every day, every time we did parties, I used to say my clown rap. And that's how I got like stage presence, and I'm not afraid to like perform in front, and I'm not scared of nothing, because since I was a kid, I've been performing in front of big venues. We actually sold out the Great Western Forum. You know, we had these events called Battle Zone, and we sold out Southwest College Gymnasium twice.
Dang.
Twice. And then the third event was the Forum, the Great Western Forum. We sold out the Great Western Forum.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, man, like I was on the movie Rise. We had the movie and all that.
Word.
I was on that and all that, man. Like I'm an OG in that world. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that world, they know what's happening.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. It's crazy how, you know, people's journeys kind of work out, you know, and how they start. So that's what's up. You tweeted that, you know, let's have a conversation about LA rappers that are on but not helping out local rappers in the city. Mm-hmm. How, you know, elaborate more on that.
Man, that's a steep conversation, man. I tweeted that just thinking about the coast, man. Like, you know, we came a long way, and we doing much better from the past, and you know what I mean, as far as like, you know, because you already know out here, man, it's politics, man. You know, this gang stuff is a heavy influence in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that's rapping come from the streets, so they obviously from somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that's kind of hindering a lot of things, but I could say that we getting better. Like our generation, the young generation, you know, the older cats, I don't want to, you know, diss the older homies, you know, shout out to Quick and Snoop and all the older homies, but they didn't really like go after the youth. You know what I mean? Like, and I just feel like a person like YG, you know what I mean? He going after the youth. You know what I'm saying? He got D3, Day Sulan, these people that's actually from Compton and Watts, from the city. So I just feel like more artists that's on their level, that's on the YG level. A Tyga ain't scooped nobody yet. No, you know, no disrespect. You know, everybody that know me, they know I got a relationship with Tyga. You know what I'm saying? We went to the same high school. You know what I'm saying? We've been rapping together. We got records from when we was in high school. He used to come over my house every day after school, and we used to record and all that.
Yeah.
I'm from Compton. I got him to come to Compton. So it's just like, you know, people like him, he haven't reached back yet. Hopefully he do soon. I hope he do. But it's a lot of other people that's big dogs on the West that need to reach back up, because it shouldn't be no way how Roddy Ricch gets signed to Atlantic. Nip, before he died, he tried. He had him. You know what I mean? So, but it shouldn't be no way how he should be in Atlantic, bro. It shouldn't. That's just real.
You say, you know, that you're from Compton. You named a couple artists that are from Compton, and I just kind of like growing up as a kid, I've always been a huge hip hop fan, right? Like, my obsession with the hip hop culture started with breakdancing, right, as a kid, and then from there went to graffiti, you know, rapping. I rapped at one point, realized I sucked, so I stuck to the turntables, you know. But growing up a hip hop fan, I kept hearing Compton.
Right.
Compton. This artist comes from Compton.
Right.
And then now, like, there's still a lot of artists that are coming from Compton, and I keep thinking to myself, like, yo, what is in the water over there, man? Because you guys got hella talent. Like, seriously, man, very talented artists have came out of Compton. And, you know, back in the 90s, it was like, you know, the original artists that came from Compton. It was like, oh, wow, they made it out of Compton.
Right.
But now there's so many great and talented artist.
For sure.
And you know, that's just in the hip hop community. I'm sure there's other people that have gone out from Compton and done great things in life outside of hip hop, you know. And
Anthony
it's just
Anderson. It's a lot of people, man. A lot of ball players come from the city.
Yeah.
A lot. DeMar DeRozan, Tyson Chandler. I mean, my nigga Josh. What was my nigga Josh Childress? You know what I'm saying? Aaron Afalo went to Centennial. It's a lot of cats, man. Like you know, one of my homies from my neighborhood, he didn't make it to the pros, but he made it to AAA baseball. He got drafted out of Centennial High baseball by the Yankees.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people from the city, man.
Yeah.
Stephon Johnson, he ended up going to USC, got drafted by the Titans. You know what I'm saying? Stephon Johnson from Compton. There's a lot of people.
What would you say that is? You know, if you had to, you know, put something on that, would you say that's because of like the way the community is? It pushes people to really want to get out of there, or
just probably mostly the adversity, man. Probably mostly the adversity, the stuff that we see, the stuff that we go through, man. You know, it's talented people all around the world, but they don't know how to, like, you know what I'm saying, enhance or, you know what I'm saying, get the information to try to, you know what I mean, like exercise their abilities, man. And that's what we go through. It's a lot of people that's better than the people who ended up making it, but they didn't, you know what I mean? They had no direction. They had no guidance. So it's like the adversity, I think, is like the most, like, that pushes, like, man, we got to make it out, bro, because this.
Something about just, at least for me, man, something about rooting for the underdog. Like, it's just like every time I watch a movie or something, you know, that's who I'm going for.
Right.
Because, yeah, I think the adversity, man, that's a lot to do with that, man. Let's go ahead and get into, you know, the record that you brought in here, man. You know, Faded featuring Fresh. Talk about that and how that came to be.
Hey, man, shout out to my brother Fresh, man, also known as Short Dog. You know what I'm saying? That's my big bro, man. Been knowing him for years, man. You know, I had the beat, actually, Dupree. You know, shout out to Dupree. He produced Rich Homie Quan Walkthrough, and he produced a few other records. I reached out to him. You know, we got a record. Shout out to my boy Lil Mike. You feel me? Got the record for Dupree for me. And I actually had that record for like a year. When I first heard the beat, I was like, yo, this shit hot. But it, like, I didn't know what to come up with because I don't write. I don't write songs. So
you just get in the booth? And,
yeah, I'm more of a feeling rapper. It's all on my mood. I'm all in the mood. So like, I heard the record, I liked it, but I felt like I didn't want to force nothing. So I was like, I'm gonna just hold it. So I held the record, and a year later, I started recording the weekend too. And I played the beat again during the session, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna give it a go this time. So then I created Faded, and then after that, I left the verse open, hit Short. I'm like, man, Short to go crazy on this. You feel me? Let me hit my bro. Hit Brody up. Like, man, send it to me. He sent it back to me like the next day or something. You feel me? Like, yeah, that's it.
There it is.
I'm like, yeah.
There it is, man. Let's get into it. You're locked in. It's the Turn Up Friday show. Faded featuring Fresh, Young Jinx. Let's go.
Now we faded. Oh. Now we faded. Oh. Now turned in the club from good hater. I probably flirt with your lady. I drunk that shit with no chaser. I think I'm faded. Oh. She do not with you. She left with me, homie, just mind your business. Shorty in love with the drink. Boy, she bust it open just for me. Oh, she took some shots to the head. Now she tryna get me. Whoa, I get money till I'm dead. I'm the gingerbread man. Tell them catch me if you can. I came in with all my. We tryna crack us some. I'm just tryna take it home and see that body out your clothes. Oh, we didn't have too much drink. I'ma beat that thing down. I don't know what you think. I ain't like it last. I'm a so good, now you don't know what to think. Oh, she done drunk all the liquor. Now she put on my zipper. Oh, we didn't have too much drink. Excuse my liquor. Now we fat. Oh, now we fat. Oh, now we fat. Oh.
We got bottles, wristbands, and some weed. I done fell back off the lane. VIP passing out drinks. Faded like to watch Jinx. Oh, shawty, what's the play? I'm tryna crack that. Standing on the couch, see my J's on the Snapchat. I hope that's your real hair and not extensions. If so, then I'ma kill it same way I'm doing rap tracks. Pass me the tequila, put that yak back. It ain't hard to tell, boy, I'm faded for the next rated. Think I'm Uncle Elroy. Yeah, the diamonds clear as what's inside my cup. I think somebody salute, tryna top me up. Cause
she done drunk all the liquor. Now she put on my zipper. Oh, we didn't have too much drink. Excuse my liquor. Now we fat. Oh, now we fat. Oh, now we fat. Oh, now we fat. Oh.
Yeah, that's Faded Young Jinx in the house. What's going on, brother? Thank you for coming on the show.
Sir, y'all know what time it is, man. DJ Mav, man, what it do?
Yeah, man. Look, I'm going to just say this. I said I was going to talk about this earlier when the interview started. So there's a thing called a DJ pack, right? For all the artists tuning in. I know we get a lot of independent artists listening to this podcast.
Right.
There's a thing called a DJ pack. It consists of a clean edit, a dirty edit, and then, you know, an intro version of the clean and the dirty edit. And if you really want to get fancy with it, you include an instrumental and an acapella or whatever, right? This is important for DJs because we use the intro part of the record to mix in and out of other records, right? So Jinx actually sent me a DJ pack of this, and when I opened the email and I saw that, I was like, yo, because you know how it has attachments and you can see like what the attachments are. I was like, intro, like, yo, okay, this is dope, because a lot of artists don't know about this whole DJ pack thing, man. So
right.
I was pretty impressed, man. That's what's up, because for a DJ, obviously a DJ pack is pretty good.
Right.
And then you know, the reason you guys want to send acapella sometimes is, you know, some DJs are remixers, you know, they or do mashups or, you know, shit like that. So
Facts.
So big facts, man. Let's talk about, you know, the collabs that you have on the weekend too, man. You got quite a bit of collabs. How did those come to be, man?
Shout out to, you know, everybody that's on the project first and foremost. But most of them, man, you know, I got relationships with, you know, most of the artists that's on there. Besides Corrupt, I never really technically met Corrupt face to face, man. But you know, shout out to D Nice, you know what I'm saying? He kind of gave me the alley-oop with that one. But besides Corrupt, man, you know, 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? I've been knowing him, you know what I'm saying, for a long time, you know what I'm saying? Who else on the project? We got Short Dog, that's my bro. We actually we on the same song as well with Ab-Soul. So we both went on tour together too as well with Soul. Who else on the album, man? We got 24 Hours, Corrupt, T-Fly, you know what I'm saying? Now, I've been knowing Fly since I was like 13 years old.
How do you know FIFA?
My boy Fief. Actually, man, Fief was a part of my little group, man, I had back in the day called B&B. Me and Fire Kid, you know, that was, you know, more so Fire was the leader of that group. But basically, he was a neighbor, man. He was the neighbor, you know, of my boy Fire Kid. And then once we started to establish the B&B situation, you know, we used to rock with FIFA, man. That's where he got it. Like, we gave him that name FIFA because we used to play the game against him all the time. Like, we used to always play the FIFA game against him, and we just start calling him that. And then, you know, we had a studio in Anaheim. He used to be in there, you know, in the studio, ducked off, just learning from us. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't rap at first, none of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he learned from us, and basically we molded him. And then he became a monster. And then now he got the LA Tinos. Shout out to the LA Tinos, man. Shout out to David. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bravo. You know what I'm saying? Them the homies, man. He doing his thing.
Dope, man. I say that because I really like the song Low Key, so I'm going to go ahead and play it real quick. Let's get it.
Okay, ella dice que me quiere, I'll be like, okay, ey. Yo te quiero en mi cama, baby, come my way, ey. She said that she'll hold it down for me. She said she'll go out of town for me. And I know she got a man, but we keeping it low-key.
Okay. Shorty going off the Jose. I'm a boss like Rose. We in the club off the Clico and the Rose. I just let the money grow, call it Rogaine. Bad bitches in my section, they some hoes, man. Poppin' bottles, pour the drink down they throat, man. And one thing I never been is a bro, man, I can't lie. Shorty right there looking fine. With that ass she got, I'm tryna get behind her. She know a nigga tryna holler, so she can ride me like a Honda. Low key. She be fucking with the homies, but I ain't even tripping, cause that's not my bitch. She only call me when she want me to hit.
Okay, ey. Ella dice que me quiere, I'll be like, okay, ey. Yo te quiero en mi cama, baby, come my way, ey. She said that she'll hold it down for me. She said she'll go out of town for me. And I know she got a man, but we keeping it low-key.
Yeah, shorty, she a real one. She don't like fake niggas, she'll kill one. She don't like niggas that be talking down on you. We up now, remember when they used to clown on us. Yeah, all of you niggas are weak to her. You ain't got no money, then don't speak to her. You gotta be careful to each his own. I be fucking shorty every week or so. Okay. Shorty going off the Jose. She took a few shots, now she tryna feel the vibe. I hit her up late night, she gonna reply. She hit me back like pull up. I'm finna go strong, getting like some push-ups. Young nigga finna kill a pussy like the cool club. Shorty left a man, so I guess she doing too much.
Okay, ey. Ella dice que me quiere, I'll be like, okay, ey. Yo te quiero en mi cama, baby, come my way, ey. She said that she'll hold it down for me. She said she'll go out of town for me. And I know she got a man, but we keeping it low-key.
Yeah, that's Low Key Young Jinx featuring FIFA. You're locked into the Turn Up Friday show or Squad Talk podcast, depending on where you're listening to this interview right now. All right, man. Look, that's definitely fire. I asked about that because I'm actually pretty good friends with BB Productions, which is
Shout out to BB Productions.
A homie of FIFA. I've always seen them working together and doing stuff together. So that's what's up, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah, dude. So cool, man. I fuck with that for sure. Give me that DJ pack when you can.
Yes, sir. It's on the way.
Yeah, that's fire right there for sure. All right, man. So to wrap this up, man, let's go ahead and end it with story time. You know how it works. You know, the artist shares a story that is just worth telling. You know what I'm saying? So what you got for us, man?
Oh, man. Let's talk about the one time I thought I was feeling myself when I went on tour with Ab Soul. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dolo. That's my big bro. You feel me? Anyway. But, yeah, man, one day, you know, I hopped on a tour bus. You know what I mean? I ended up going on tour with the homies. And, you know, me just feeling myself, not really knowing what's going on because I'm really a guest. You know what I mean? I wasn't, you know, per se, like scheduled to be on the tour or nothing like that. Bro just really brought me out for a show. I killed the show. So they like, man, you killed it. You gonna go the rest of the way. I'm like, bet. I'm not paying attention like to the other artists that's scheduled and, you know, that's paid to be there type situation. You know what I mean? Like they're on the bill. So I ended up getting the spot on the bus. Mind you, I didn't know that my boy Boss, shout out to Boss, man, from Dreamville, you know, signed to J. Cole, man. He was on a tour with us and opening up. And I actually just, you know, kind of like took his spot on the bus by accident. Like, I didn't even really know what I was doing. I was just feeling myself and, you know what I'm saying, had all my stuff all on his bed and just sleeping on his bed. And I don't really know. Like, he was on the tour bus, but I don't know if they had a little separate situation, a bus or not, but like, that was his spot. And then one day he came on the bus, you know what I'm saying, like trying to like, you know, lay down or whatever it was. I forgot. But Like, I was not trying to let him get that spot for some reason. I was just like, bro, this is my spot, bro. What you talking about? Like this, you feel me? And then all the homies just laughing at me. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I felt embarrassed. You feel me? I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't got it the homie way, though. This is the homie bunk.
You thought he was just trying to punk you, like, yo, let me get your bunk.
Yeah, he like, Jinx, you feel? He like, Jinx, yeah, bro, you gotta, dip out right here, bro. I'm like, what you mean? You feel me? I got the flexing on him and get the, what you mean? And nah, Jinx, you tripping, fool. This ain't even your bunk, bro. I just made it my bunk. You feel me? But yeah, it was mad funny because I was like feeling myself when I thought I was on, but the whole time the homie's like, Jinx, this is not your bunk, bro.
There it is, man. So if you're an artist and you get invited on your first tour, man, make sure you know which one is your bunk.
Exactly. You probably don't get no bunk. You probably just be way in the back.
Way in the back, you on the couch or something, you know what I'm saying? Until you get your own bunk.
That part.
There it is, man. All right, man. Young Jinx, appreciate you, man, for coming on the podcast, man. Listen, great vibes, dope music. Why don't you go ahead and let people know where they can find you and all that good stuff?
Hey, man, you can find me everywhere, anywhere, man. Just Google Young Jinx first and foremost. Second of all, you can go to my website, www.youngjinx.com. That's Young with the YUNGJINX.com. You can go on YouTube and find me Young Jinx. You feel me? Just type that in the search engine. Apple Music, you know what I'm saying? Spotify, all that. Just type in Young Jinx. On Twitter, Young Jinx, YUNGJ, the number 1 in X. And then on Instagram, Young Jinx, YUNGJINX. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Mav, 100.9, the Turn Up Show Friday, Squad Talk Podcast, all that good stuff.
All that
man.
good stuff.
Young J, I'm in the building. Hated to love me. You know it's the kid from Compton, the prince, the king of the village, everything. You know how we do. Shout out to the squad. Yeah, we out here.
Let's go. It's Squad Talk.
Squad.